Good morning, everybody. Uneducated economist here. I was reading this article coming out about how Warren Buffett and the Berkshire Hathaway fund have moved $122 billion into cash. $122 billion are now sitting in the cash holdings of the Berkshire Hathaway fund, and that represents like 60% of their portfolio. And the main reason why they are doing this is because they are going to be making an elephant-sized acquisition, this is their words, of businesses that they will be holding permanently. So they are looking out there, they are seeing that there is definitely some good businesses, but that at some point there's going to be a major drop. And when these major drop happens, they are going to step in and start buying these businesses at an incredibly good price. You got to have cash on hand to be ready for that move. And that's what they are doing. I mean, think about it. 60% of their portfolio is now sitting in cash. Now, I've been saying it for some time now. If you go back and you listen to my videos, I have been saying that I have been holding cash. I've been getting into cash for the same reasons, because I believe that there is going to be a buying opportunity coming up. And when that buying opportunity comes, it comes in very short time. So you got to be ready. You got to be on the ball and have the money on hand. If you're trying to transfer from one fund to another, you got to wait timing. You got to be able to move right away. And this is what Berkshire Hathaway is getting ready to do. And that's why they're taking out cash, $122 billion of it. Now, of course, since the financial crisis, the Federal Reserve has printed up, I think they had the monetary base up to like, what, $4.5 trillion at one point. But before the financial crisis, the monetary base was around $850 billion. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, has $122 billion cash. Isn't that like, I mean, just the short amount of time from 2007 to, 12 years later now, 2019, that Berkshire Hathaway was able to acquire in cash over an eighth of all the cash that had ever existed in 2007. You know, I mean, everything's relative, I understand, because they printed up a lot of money, but I find that just very, like, it's kind of mind-boggling to think of it that way sometimes, that of how much money is been created and how much they were able to acquire during that time comparatively to then. Yeah, anyway. Found the article very interesting. Warren Buffett's getting ready to make a elephant-sized purchase. I'm getting ready with cash. I feel that there's going to be buying opportunities for something coming up here in the future, and you just got to be ready. You got to have the cash on hand. So that's the reason why I've been getting out of debt, and it's the reason why I've been getting ready. Yeah, because, you know, it may be a down payment. It may be something that's just, you know, during this time of irrational exuberance where people were paying far too much for stuff, they are now selling it off. You're starting to see it in the luxury items. I was reading articles about how like luxury cars are starting to come down in price. And I was asking my friend about it, who's actually into cars and old and fancy and, you know, cool cars. He even said it, that, yeah, the auctions for, you know, these high-priced cars are really starting to come down, and it's noticeable. So, yeah, you're starting to see it on the high end. The high-end housing is coming down. It starts at the luxury items. The irrational exuberance is coming to an end, and everybody's starting to notice it. And pretty soon, that's going to trickle down into the common and everyday items. And if you have cash on hand, you're going to be able to buy these luxury items at a really good discount as people are looking to try and pay off their debts or do whatever to try and survive, to make their house payment, to make their car payment. They're going to sell off that Rolex that they had gotten. And since everybody else is kind of in the same position, you're going to be able to pick that thing up for a cheaper price. Now, I'm not interested in a Rolex, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm just using it as an example. Anyway, Uneducated Economist. I'll leave a link down below. You guys let me know.